Yes, people, welcome back to another edition. Well, welcome, you hear me? And then welcome back to the returning people to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. I won't be joined by my Don Zeno, my fellow co-host, but big up to Zeno each and every time. But before I introduce the special guest, love to everybody who is supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity is much appreciated, and it does not go unnoticed. That's why I start every single live stream saying it, because it's much appreciated. It doesn't matter, like I said, if you're watching live and you're in the comments, you're watching live and you have it on in the background, whether you're watching live and you have it on in the background, or you listen to the shows afterwards, or you listen via the audio platforms or whatever, and whether it's the early shows or it's the late shows, wherever you at, because we are global on Sarcasm City TV. I be checking the analytics, and there's countries that I have to Google that I've not heard of. So big up to you lot who be supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity as well. Please make sure though you hit the like button on the video, whether you're watching this live or watching it back. Hit the like button right now. Make sure you share it across all the socials. Go to my Twitter and Instagram at That's Me Flawless, and you can retweet and like from my Twitter and share it from my Instagram. Let's get as many people in here, and equally as important, subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. It is road to 4K, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell as well. Make sure you hit the notification bell, because we go live every day. And check out the upcoming live stream schedule as well, because that lets you know all the shows that are coming up. But this is the ManDem United podcast, people, and it is a podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So the circus, get me the soap, the Hollyoaks, the EastEnders, that is Manchester United, because there is always something going on. Whether we win, we lose, we draw, there's always a story surrounding Manchester United. We're like Dream Team back in the day, for those that are old enough to remember Dream Team on Sky One. So I did say I'm not joined by Zeno, but I'm joined by two very special guests, two people who have been here before. So the first special guest I'm going to introduce is someone who I did say would be coming back, and he doubted whether he would be coming back. But I was like, nah, you definitely going to be coming back 100%. I did shout him late, but that's just because I'd be hella busy. But he's a hilarious don. You loved him last time. Man like Ivorian is in the building. What are you telling me, man? You good?
Yes, big man. Man's good, man. That was a nice introduction and everything, man. I am good. Blessed to everyone that's live and tuning. Blessed to Sarcasm for having me back, you know. I'm happy to be here, like the way Ollie's happy to be in a job at Manchester United. We move, guys. We do move. But big up to everyone that's tuned in.
Big up to everyone that's tuned in. And the second special guest is like that. It's been the latest addition to Sarcasm City TV. So he's on Sarcasm City TV FC Pro Clubs. You can catch him on the Q&As. You can catch him on the United watch-alongs. Also, all the way from Denmark, my boy Ahmed is in the building. What are you telling me, Ahmed? You good?
Yo, big up everyone. Big up the ManDem. Big up Ivory and big up Flawless.
Big up.
Yeah, man, it's good to have you, man. What are you saying? Everything blessed though, yeah? Everything good before we get into the show and that?
Yeah, fam, I'm enjoying my life aside from United, innit?
Yeah, I can tell by that. That's pretty much the way it is for most Manchester United fans. Life is good, but then aside from my football club, but we are going to get into all of that. You lot, make sure you get any questions you have in, but please keep them Manchester United related. And big up to Mika as well, who became a YouTube member yesterday. So if you want to become a member, the link is underneath in the description. Many great perks. Big up to my guy Daniel, says big up my guy Flawless every time, and chat as well. Large up Noah, who says big up Flawless. Might have to attend the concert next Sunday, the 31st. Please make me a mod. I didn't know you was a mod. I'm gonna make you a mod. No, I presumed you was already. Give it to Mike. He says we're stuck, bro. It's always gonna go like this. He'll win enough to make the Glazers and the Muppets happy. Big up to Theodore, who says ayo Flawless. Big up to little bro in the chat, Ryan, who says big up the panel also. Now, Ahmed's been on here, Noah. He's been on here, like he was on the watch along yesterday. He's, like I said, latest addition to the channel. And Winter Surfer here trolling.
I've been showing my face since the first show, you know?
Yeah, you've been here
showing my face since the first watch along.
Facts. And cheer up, lads, you won. Ollie Redemption is on. Winter Surfer here trolling. So let's get into it. Another comeback. You know what I'm saying? Doggy Style FC back in full effect yet again with Manchester United. A late winner against Atalanta after a poor first half. Turned it around in the second half. Cristiano Ronaldo doing what Cristiano Ronaldo does. We'll go to you first, Ivorian, innit? I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna let Ahmed go, and then I'm gonna go, because like Eddie said on the watch along yesterday, even when we lose, we lose, and even when we win, we lose, and that's the way I feel right now. Look at us. You would think that United lost yesterday. By the way, we're all looking and deflated. We won. but we know what it is. But yeah, go on, Ivorian. Talk of the things.
Flawless, you're absolutely spot on. You know, when we lose, we lose. When we win, we lose. And I don't know how to feel about yesterday's result. First and foremost, guys, as Manchester United fan, we're happy that Manchester United got the 3 points. We're not happy about the performance. We're not happy at all that our manager's still there. It still justifies the reason why we should let go of this manager, because for Manchester United, the way to play the way they played in the first 45 minutes, an absolute joke. Absolutely, it just everyone by that first 45 minutes, everyone was singing Ollie out, tweeting Ollie out, get him out. This is the reason why we're bottom of the Champions League. You know, bottom of the Champions League after 3 games, knocked out the Carabao Cup, doing poorly in the league, and probably most likely going to get knocked out in the FA Cup. This is a sackable offense. At halftime, it was a sackable offense. At the end of the match, do you have those Ollie ins? You see, this is the reason why we said Ollie in. That match was tremendous in the second half. I'm not going to lie. As much as I want Ollie to be gone, you know, I enjoyed the second half. It's like you saw football that you've never seen before, and you started to question, why can't the team play like that all the time? Why can't you play like that all the time?
It lets you know the quality is there, that you can just turn it around like that. The quality's been there as well. Yeah, I agree.
And again, guys, don't you Ollie in fans who think that Ollie made a tremendous speech at halftime. He did not. Ronaldo told him to sit down and I'll take the half-time team talk and tell these lads they're playing shit. Because you saw Ollie in the first 45 minutes when we conceded the first goal, no movement, no emotion. When we conceded the second goal, no motion, no movement, not even on the touchline, screaming at his players. That's how you know he's not the one that galvanized those players to come back. Those players looked themselves in the mirror and said, you know what? I can't go out like this. Nah, I can't do this. Not in front of my mum and dad. Everyone's watching. Nah. This is the Champions League. We can sabotage the Premier League, but not the Champions League.
I hear exactly what you're saying. Ahmed, obviously you spoke on it, but some people might have missed your thoughts on it on the watch along. After you've slept on it, are you thinking any different? Anything you want to add, etc.?
Brother, we won the battle, but at what cost?
Yes.
We won the battle, but the war's still going on, bro.
Well,
the war is still going on, and we're on the losing side right now. Manchester United is losing. Bruv, I can't lie, yeah, I was gassed when I saw Atalanta get that second goal in, because I'm like, listen, this guy is gone. We were all on that, bro. You were, Eddie were, fucking Sillyman were, everyone was that. They were like, yeah, this guy, he's gone now. No way. No way. We were all like, the judge finally run out and that. And guess fucking what? The Asgard ManDem pulled up on man's yard and that and went, nah, bro. That's what happened, bro. So I'm at a place now where it's like, everything about United pisses me off. I can't look at like anything about United right now and not be pissed off, because it's like, this shit is dragging out. You know, when you like, you got a gal, yeah, and it's like you want to end the relationship, but she's, you know, she's nice and this, that, and the other, and you don't want to break, like, you don't know how to break it to her. But it's like, fam, just pull the plug already. Get it over with. Get the band-aid off.
Just rip the band-aid off. Yeah.
Just rip the band-aid off, bro. And now,
you know what? I'll add to that. I feel like I'm Alfie Moon going out with Kat Slater, and she keeps cheating on me, and I still keep taking her back. That's how it is.
That's how it is, bro. So in essence, we won last night, but we lost. Let's be real. We lost. That's a loss to me, because as long as Ollie stays, we win in fuck all. And this is a good point that you lot brought up on Red Talk. What is the point of playing these games? It's to win trophies.
Yes.
And I don't care about winning games if ultimately we're not going to win trophies. And with Ollie, we're ultimately not going to win trophies. So celebrating that win, for me at least, makes no sense, because it doesn't lead to anything that matters in the end. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of peak.
Yeah, it's I would say it's bittersweet, but it's just bitter. Like, literally. It's just literally bitter. Like, it is. You hit the nail on the head, spot on. We spoke on it on Red Talk. Like, the whole object of winning football matches and getting points is to lead to trophies, is to lead to armpits at the end of the season and that. And with Ollie, we're not going to. So this is why I can't get gassed or get happy about that. Yes, what Ivorian said in regards to just 3 points overall. Yeah, of course, you want your team to pick up 3 points. But again, at what cost? I still think he's gone by December anyway. I've already said this. He doesn't make it through this run. Yes, he picked up a win against Atalanta, but I was talking more so about the Premier League games. Obviously, we got Liverpool on the weekend, which we will get into. But even the way Scholes went at him in the studio, and obviously Scholes and Rio went back and forth. Scholes was looking at the floor. Scholes wanted to swear as well, which was funny. That was the funniest part. Scholes is only out. Like he's had enough, but he was defending him not too long ago. And even he's seen the light because he's like, we're playing, he's like, no disrespect, we're playing Atalanta. Go search it up on Twitter if you want to see Scholes and Rio go at it, people. But he's like, we're playing Atalanta. Look at the first half. We can't forget that. He's like, go and do that against Liverpool and see what happens. Go play 4-2-4 and defend in the manner. It will be 3-4-0 down. And I've already predicted us to lose to Liverpool. Yeah. But back to the game yesterday, it's the same thing, different game. I'm saying poor. It's just that this time we managed to turn it around. Poor performance in the first half, disjointed, no cohesiveness, poor defensively because Atalanta had more chances. I mean, could have been further ahead as well. I don't remember us creating too much in the first half. Actually, now we did. I tell a lie. We did create because I think Rashford hit the bar. So we did actually create more. But it was just bad. You know what I'm saying? It was just typical Manchester United. And we was all on the watch-along jovial when United were 2-0 down. We was like, yeah, this is it. Show's over. It's a wrap. This is going to be one of the final nails in the coffin and that. But somehow he manages to always raise up out of the coffin like the Undertaker and that. But eventually, even the Undertaker got beat at WrestleMania, it's going to happen and that. He does not make it till December. I've said this before and I'll say this again. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. And look, when the Surfer trolling, he says, when you win, we all win. All of you lot, yeah. All the Alieners and rival fans, yeah. You all win. Yes. All of you lot win. Jabada says
football loses. That's the reality. Like, Manchester United looking this shit with these players. Like, let's be real. Even if you're neutral or even if you hate us, like, at least you'd get more entertainment if we had a proper manager, just for your entertainment's sake. But it's peak. So, yeah.
And I just want everyone to be on the alert regarding that match. If Manchester United play against any other team that's quality team and go 2-0 down, we're not coming back. No. We are not coming
no
back.
Way. These men crumpled. These men crumpled like, yeah, bruv. These men crumpled like Luke Shaw's apple crumble. You know them ones, bro. Like, bruv, it's seriously, like, I don't know what happened to Atalanta. They should have just, like, they've they could have just reverted to a 5 at the back, keep possession and hit us on the counter. Like, they could easily have done that, but they just they bottled it. Someone called them the Serie A Spurs. Like, it's how they bottled it, bro.
They I can't even say they legit just did crumble. And big up to Time to Shine as well, because it just notified me that you've been a member of the channel for 2 months. So big up to you. Large up to Ryan, who's been a member for 9 months as well. So big up to all the members. But yeah, they crumbled Atalanta. And I was like, right.
The thing is, it could be a question of whether they undermined us at that moment, because they probably thought to themselves, "Raw, this is Manchester United, fam. Is this really the big Manchester United of Manchester? They man are shit," and they didn't really put an effort in the second half. So they could have, disregarded us, not value us, and then sit back, and then that's what happened. We from second half we just took control. That's what happened.
We did, so And again, because of the quality we have, and then you're bringing off the likes of Paul Pogba off the bench, then you're gonna make change. You're always in the game. And I always say this is why Ollie's lasted so long, because of the individuals he's had. When you have especially in the attacking areas as well, I say this all the time. That's why I call us individual brilliance FC. And eventually, 1 out of the 7 of them he's got is gonna pull something out of the bag in an hour and a half game. Like in a 90-minute game, they're definitely like 100% gonna pull that out of the bag. Where else we at? Big up to Brush, who says, "War, go on, man." Then big up to you. Large up Eddie in the building, who says, "Shout out to my real G's, Ahmed, Floor, Ivorian, people first. Like the vid, then sub if you can. Become a member, it's worth it. Every dog has his day, and Ollie is about to have his. Paul Pogba changed the game. I agree. I still don't see him making it. Through this. Brush says, "Skull speaks sense for once he does." Go on, Ivorian. Go on.
Even in the first 45 minutes, guys, we were so horrible defensively again. Ali asked for the more legs. Do we need more legs, more energy? And he brought in the McFred, and we still conceded the goal. The first goal we conceded on Maguire's and Shaw's side, absolutely atrocious. These guys are underperforming. They need to be benched. And even in the second goal, the set piece coach that I keep saying that Chelsea let go because he was the under 23 and they were never going to renew that contract. They probably told him, we're going to waive off the compensation. We didn't want him in the first place. Off. we're conceding from set pieces, and Luke Shaw and Maguire as well was at fault. And with Luke Shaw, which I'm shocked to find out that he's 6'1". He must be the shortest, tallest person I've ever seen in my life. How can you be 6'1" on the eye? You look shorter than me.
Yeah,
he's 6'1".
Yeah,
I heard he's 6'1". Yeah, huh? I was surprised when I heard that he's 6'1". Like he's taller than, because someone compared him to Ivan Toney, and it's like he's taller than Ivan Toney.
And Tony's 5'10", and Tony looks like
it's because Tony's slim though, because he looks tall. Yeah. It's just a slim though in it, because of Tony's build. That's why he looks taller in it. When you got that slim build, you do look taller. You do. Ronan, shout out to Ronan. Says part of the problem with Dolly is we will get these results occasionally. Wouldn't be surprised if we win on Sunday. I agree with the first part of that. That part of the problem is Ollie will get these results. I don't believe we win on Sunday. This is where it runs out.
Neither do I.
I'm not getting too sucked in by the Atalanta game, because I never took the Champions League games into account. I said if you go back and look at ManDem United, I said the 7 Premier League games, now it's 6 including Leicester. They were the ones I was looking at. I'm saying we don't win. Maybe Spurs. Maybe. That's it. But the others, Watford, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, absolutely not. No, I don't see us winning. And it's going to be the end of the road for him. I'm telling you. He does not make it. If he's still manager at the time we play Crystal Palace, December 4th, I don't know what to tell you.
It's long for us. It is long for us. We're going to have a hard season. Our season is done. We're just here for talking's sake, and just to get the season out of the way. If he's still there by December, we really know that our board doesn't give a shit, man.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. And we stuck with him probably to the end of the season if he makes it to December, but I legit don't believe he does. Joseph says, thoughts about Ollie's words to the fans booing after the first half. They should know better. Did the fans boo him after the first? Good. He deserves to be booed.
Yeah, they booed him. I think they will call him a wanker and all that kind of stuff, because I would. Especially at halftime, walking towards the tunnel. I will call him a wanker.
You deserve it.
I'd call him something worse than a wanker, fam.
I don't know. We're live on that.
Call him worse than a wanker.
You can't be calling him worse than that.
If you're underperforming, then you should get criticized, because if he's doing well, he will get praised and claps. If United were winning league titles and Champions Leagues, he'd be getting praised and clapped and all of those things at half times and full times. So therefore, you have to take the other side of it. You can't have it both ways. You can't. When it's going well, you get praised and clapped, but when it's going bad, you don't get no criticism. I understand why people would boo. I fully understand. We're 2-0 down at home to Atalanta. Yes, you deserve to get booed.
Even his full-time analysis, when they asked him, are the players playing for you? Man said, first of all, I think the players are playing for the badge. Man doesn't even want to say that the players are playing for him. Like, geez, even he knows the players are Ollie out. He's saying they play for the club first, then him. What?
Facts.
Fam, you know what, yeah? Ronaldo's bailed this guy out with a last minute goal, like what, 3 times now already? Fucking hell, like Cristiano, what are you doing, fam? Get on the phone with Zidane already. Stop the help with this pig.
Nah, he just trying to score goals. That's just Ronaldo for you, innit? You don't care.
I did say it was just about
he's just trying to score goals. Like, he's just on the GNA thing. Atalanta is a slightly better Italian Leeds. That's the first time I've watched them play for 90, so I can't say that, Joseph, but the way they crumbled is that's a bad sign. You shouldn't crumble like that 2-0 up. You shouldn't crumble like that. And Eddie says,
what exactly Ronaldo did.
That's it. I did see that.
That's it.
I've seen that.
I've seen that video.
He saved Ollie like this. Like it was quick game.
Atalanta got too excited. They got too excited like the first time you bag your crush. They was, definitely. Now, Holmes says, flawless, we will never get this guy out. Nothing wins these fickle fans over more than the Champions League comeback. Tired of this prick being so inconsistent and getting us nowhere. We are taking LLL. I hear you, Nahom. However, I think we will get him out because he just won't last. We will get him out. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this type of things happen before where, especially with the Arsenal lot, with Arsene Wenger, a lot of them wanted him out and it took its time. He's not going to last. There's no way he gets through this run in it. Like, that's the universe saying, all right, you got to go now. You taking liberties, because they put all these fixtures together. The fact that we had we've got Leicester, we've got City, we've got Spurs, we've got Chelsea, we've got Arsenal, all in the same, and Liverpool all in the same run. That's the universe saying, yeah, it's time for you to dip. Like, he's not going to make it.
Do you know what it is?
God is pissed off that he's still at Manchester United. He's been trying to get him off, but it's not happening.
Yeah. Go on, Ahmed.
Bruv, do you know what it is, bruv? Like, now that I think about it, because I was completely with your mindset, Flawless, but like after that game, I'm starting to question whether this man's judge has any bottom to the barrel, if you know what I mean. Like, will it
it's
ever
never ending?
When is it gonna end, man?
When's it gonna end? We'll take you there,
honestly, I was like you. I was sure that these fixtures are way too much for this amateur to handle. But now, once again, the players are bailing him out with individual brilliance and turning up for the last 15 minutes of a game. Like we saw, he put on Paul Pogba. We started looking different, bro. And that's what you get for benching Pogba and thinking you're a big man. You lose games. So, fam, honestly, like, I want to be with the thought that this guy could be gone. But would it surprise me if he stays and he somehow manages to survive? It wouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
He can't survive.
It's like a curse, bro.
If he survives this, he can survive anything and that. You know what I'm saying? There's no way he survives this. You know what I'm saying? And that there's no way he survives this. Not a chance. Come on, man. Come on, man. There's no way he survives this run. Look at that run. It's 7 games where you play 5 of the big 6. And Leicester, who we just lost 4-2. There's no way he survives this run of games.
Especially with this football that he's playing right
Yes, he can't get the results, man. Like, sure, like I said, I predicted us to get 6 points from 7 games. Go on. Go on, Ahmed.
But imagine though, like we lose badly to Liverpool, then we go to City, and you know we're playing as the type of like our lack of football confuses City because they're actually organized. Like our lack of organization, so our lack of organization confuses them, and I get it because usually you're like, okay, this guy's moving, that guy moving, we got a track. We don't know what the fuck we're doing, so how are they supposed to anticipate what we're doing? Like they won't, innit? So like I could see us get a result against City, even though like I'd pick if I had to bet on it, I'd put City to win, and that could buy the jammy fucker more time. Like
if he wins, I do agree with you. Like, if he beats Liverpool or City, he's not going anywhere. However, I don't think he is. I've watched both of them this season. They are quality sides. And they go put us to the side. What people need to realize is because me and Mo was having this discussion. Shout out to Mo on the NBA watch along, and he was saying, "Oh, you could see," and he's a Liverpool fan. He was saying he could see United get a result. And I was like, no, we couldn't. And he was like, who have you been? And we was going back and forth talking about it. And he's like, who have you lot like been dominated by ball-wise? And I was like, everybody. It's just that the first decent side we've played this season put 4 past us. People forget Everton were missing players and we drew. Aston Villa beat us. Leon Bailey was injured, if I'm correct. Villarreal bopped us off the park. Yes, we won. Wolves did the same, even though we won. We struggled against Southampton. Like, we haven't had a clean sheet at home all season.
19 games without a clean sheet.
Look at the teams. I'm no disrespect. Exactly. Look at the teams I'm naming. Look at the team. Like Atalanta, yes, a good side. But they're not favorites for Champions League. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you forgot the word young boys.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the young boys. Yeah, young boys. Yes. The young. Yeah, we lost the young boys. Tells you, go on, Ahmed.
Fam, I was at a restaurant with my mate and that, and we were watching the game there, and like them man in the fucking whatever it's called, like the waiters, and then they saw how invested I was, and then we lost. Fam, the waiters laughed at me, you know, the fucking staff laughed at me because we fucking folded. Do you know how peak that is? Nah, allow it, bro. But honestly, like I've got a better clean sheet record on pro clubs than United has IRL. You know,
facts.
I've got 6 in.
You got more at home, fam.
We got 1 in 20. Nah,
we got more at home. You know what I'm saying? In that facts.
This can't run, bro. This honestly can't run anymore. I can't run anymore. Like
this guy's got us
fully had enough, bro.
This guy's got us denying our team like the way Peter denied Jesus 5 times, you know. Like, so you're that Man United fan. I'm like,
me. It's your manager, Ollie. I'm like, nah, that's your manager. That's what I tell people. That's not my manager. That's your manager. I don't know, innit? That's your manager. He just here. I'm a United fan. That's that. Big up to Aladu says, bless up, flawless, my guy. Large up to Jay Socials in the building says, big up, boys, as well. Give it to Mike. He says, get out of jail, free card FC. That is facts. Jay's made this is a very interesting point. He said, like they say, 2-0 lead at halftime is dangerous. If Atalanta had half our quality on their bench, we wouldn't have recovered. That is facts. Panda,
I want to get into that real quick because, bruv,
talk about it.
I want to get into that real quick because, bruv, they were missing key players in their side, just like Everton were missing key players in their side.
Okay,
yeah, 5
players
key
was
players,
injured.
I do believe.
What, Atalanta had 5 players out?
Fucked us over. Yes,
I did not know that.
I mean, don't forget they had their top goal scorer on the bench. They had their top goal scorer on the bench.
They still.
Oh, the guy who spanned Lindelof, the tall black guy.
Yeah,
he looked a threat. Yeah. What's his name again? Someone in the chat, let us know. I forgot his name. What's his name?
Is it not Zapata or something?
Is it Zapata? Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know too much about like Atalanta at all.
The thing with Atalanta, they have 2 Colombian strikers. They're both brothers. So they got Muriel and they've got Zapata.
Yeah, Panda also says, flawless. I get the frustration, but we cannot get dumped to Europa. I pray we lose 3 games in a row in the Premier League, which will end if Oli, as it'll be between the 11th and the 13th. I don't want to go into Europa. However, if I have a choice between getting Oli out, Oli staying or Europa, I'm picking Europa. I don't want to do Europa. If United drop to the Europa, I legit might not do watch-alongs if we drop to the Europa.
Well,
I don't want to do Europa again.
Stop lying.
It depends.
You love comes in, I'm watching so much. We've all said we're not watching the season when we all up in here talking about it again. Stop lying, bro. We love our team.
I love the team, but I do not love doing watch-alongs for Manchester United. Not because I don't love the panelists and the chat is great. It's the actual football is the issue. That's the only part of this. It's my job. That's why. If I wasn't working doing the show, I wouldn't watch us. I've stopped watching us in the past. Legit. I did it on the Van Gaal and I did it on the Mourinho. I'm like, why am I letting these man ruin my weekend? Yeah, me take up time. Now it's now a part of work. So I have no choice. They're very popular. More time people want to get me. We went 2 goals down and the numbers tripled. You know what I'm saying? And as always, numbers tripled like that. And Dad even says the numbers just gone up. I said, yeah, as per usual. I mean, you've been on enough watch-alongs to know. You see how the comments be shooting up. Everyone got jokes. I'm like, let me watch the game and ignore you lot in the chat talking the most. But yeah, yo, Panda, that's the frustration man has in it. But again, he doesn't make it. I said we lose to Liverpool, we lose to City. Spurs could do us. When I'm talking to Eleanor about Spurs, even she's like, yeah, we're bad though. She's like, you lot might be bad, but Spurs are very, very bad. And we have enough individual, like the Atalanta game yesterday, we have enough quality to get past the Spurs. We have enough quality to get past anyone, but especially teams who aren't playing well or are in bad form. Ollie Talk report is he benched Pogba because we've been too open and we let in 2 first half goals. LOL. Tells you all you need to know in it.
What?
Tells you all you need to know in it.
Open with McFred.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's why I can't continue this relationship.
I can't be asked with Ollie.
He is. Yeah, I'm saying. And he even said
Ollie's toxic,
He said we played well in the first half. That's what he said. Yeah, he said we played well in the first half. Yeah, which lets me know he didn't. Which lets me know he didn't do anything. Everyone talking about team talk and giving him credit. That lets me know he didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you thought he played well, why would you change it? If you think something's working, you're not going to change it drastically. How you can watch that game and go, yeah, we played well in the first half is crazy. Jay, you're right. How many teams in Europe have the depth we have? Not very many. There isn't many at all.
Few.
Yeah, but we need a world-class DM, man. That's what it is. It's the world-class DM. That's what it is.
Yeah, I can't believe people think that if we get a DM fixes things. They don't fix jack shit with this manager and his coaching team there. You're going to still see the same hole in midfield. We're still going to be left loose, fingered easily in the midfield like we always have been. So it makes no difference. Until you get rid of this clown, that's when you see a change. Yeah. And the coaching teams, because I can see them get rid of Oli, but keeping those scrubs for no damn reason. I've seen it. I can see it happening. We can get rid of Oli, but keep the scrubs because we're a family company. We're a family club. We like to make everyone happy and all that stuff. I can see it happening, guys.
Doug AJB says, get me off the Oli Coaster. OTG says, big up the ManDem as well. And yes, even Bush said it here. Yeah, Oli said we did well in the first half. Big up to Joseph in the cut. Big up to you. Sergio the Jamaican says, what GNA CR7 is just the G firm that man don't pass. Yeah, well, he's just the G. You get my point. Joseph says, flawless. Am I a bad fan if I want United to lose so Oli gets sacked in the next few games? No. So don't let anyone tell you. I fully understand that thought process. I never want Manchester United to lose. So I'm never going to come out and say that because I love the club too much. However, the platinum lining is if we do lose, this manager's going. Not gold or silver lining, people. The platinum lining. What you're saying there is short-term pain for long-term game. I fully get it. That's why I never call you a bad fan because you don't think this manager's good enough. And if we do sack him now, we're still in with a chance of challenging for the Premier League and challenging legitimately for the Champions League. I love a Champions League quarterfinal. You know what I'm saying? Where we legit go into it and like, right, can we get to the semis? Let's see what we can do in this competition. Until I haven't been excited watching Manchester United in a long, long time. It's been like 2 years where I genuinely think we can do something. Like genuinely, I said it from the jump. I don't think we can win anything. At most, it was the domestic cup. And one of them's gone. So now we just wait until the FA Cup in January. So what, we just playing on a vibes thing till January, yeah? We just here to take part. And just here to take part.
Bruv, that's why. Bruv, listen, we all want to chat shit with Chest, but none of us can do it because we know we ain't winning shit with Oli. That's how it is, bruv. If we get Zidane, do you have any idea how fucking shameless all of us are gonna move, bro? Nah. I don't think people
100%.
understand this
100%.
depressed United fan base Ole out segment that you're seeing now. We're gonna be fucking waved when this guy gets sacked. You know, we are chatting bare shit with chest, bro. As
Talking
soon as
the
we
most.
get someone good.
Talking the absolute most. I know I just made you a mod as well. And hey, everybody who's locked in right now, get the likes up, and go subscribe to Ivorian's channel as well, Red United TV. The link is in the title right now. So you can click on it right now. You'll open up a new tab and you can go subscribe to his channel and go support over there as well. So click on that right now, people, and you'll still be able to hear us and watch the show in it. Like, we all got to build together in it. So make sure you go and support and subscribe to his channel. Make sure you do that. Jabada, and look, Donkey JB said it, injured Liverpool prime Atalanta 5-0 in the group stage last year. But all he needs is a world-class DM. All he gave the fans who were booing him the same energy back, though, at the pitch side interview. Bad man vibe, not going to lie. What did he say? Let me know what he said. What did he say? Because he needs to go, the audacity, you know. The audacity of it. Noah says, flawless Ollie is a clueless man and Atalanta can't defend. You wonder if they are Italian and flawless the Ollie sexuals right now are dancing pop smoke. Yeah, they didn't defend in typical Italian fashion, but I heard they were very good going forward. I did hear that. I didn't hear too much about their defense. Ollie is that zombie that keeps waking from the dead. Facts. Ryan says, thoughts of Bruno's performance. We'll go to you on that, Ivorian, because this is someone who divides opinion nearly as much as Ollie, actually, Bruno. So your thoughts on his performance?
My thoughts on his performance, simple as, I don't think Bruno had a great game. Apart from his assist, he didn't have a great game. He's had a stinker. He's had the same 6 games that he's had throughout the last 6 performances. A poor performance. People will probably tell you that, oh no, Bruno had a good game. But it's the first half he was poor. The second half, yes, I saw what he did. He got himself back into the middle and helped support the midfield to unify that midfield, which was a great thing. I don't know where I'm very sure that it's not only that told him. Him and Ronaldo decided to do this. So, like, yeah, I just think with Bruno Fernandes, his performance yesterday, it's a mixed feeling, but I don't think he had a great game. He did what he had to do in the second half to get the team back in. But overall, not a great game, you know. But it's that padding again. I'm happy for him to get his assist, you know, doing what he does. Hopefully on the weekend, he can probably get another assist and hopefully get a goal. But in overall, he didn't have the best games.
Ahmed, same on you. Thoughts on Bruno's performances? I mean, Bruno's performance, yesterday. His performance yesterday,
Bruv, Bruno was fucking ass cheeks. Like, this guy gave away the ball 35 times. And what you said there, Ivory, he basically dropped deep and started spamming the ball until we got something on. Like, but you know what? I don't blame Bruno anymore. It does, because it isn't conducive to anything positive. Like, we can keep blaming our individual players, and don't get me mistaken. Some of them, man, are not good enough to be in there. Should have never been bought. But Bruno, it was one of his worst games for United I've seen. You're an attacking midfielder. You're a midfielder. How are you giving the ball away that fucking much, bro? You can't be doing that. Like, I know we're not a possession-based team, but at least pass it to a brother with the same color shirt as you. I'm not asking for a lot here. So for me, like, Bruno needs, like,
pass it to a brother with the same color shirt as you. I'm not asking for a lot. That is the bare minimum. That is the bare minimum.
That's all I ask.
Man didn't even ask for through balls. Man didn't say, yo, play on the half turn. Nothing. Man said just pass the ball to a man in the same color shirt as you. Love that.
It's just, man, it's just not good enough, is it? Like, you can't be putting these kind of performances in, even with everyone's playing shit. You're supposed to be this, you know, this incredible number 10 with, by the way, I think Bruno's more of a center forward than a midfielder anyway. But how are you giving the ball away that much? Nah, you need to, like, he needs to pattern up. And I think that a better manager could probably get more out of him. But
I agree with that. I think
Ryan, that's true. No, bring up Ryan's last comment. That's true. That's
what
why
did he say?
A better manager.
We'll get to the super chat as well.
Bruno Fernandes. We have a manager.
It's basically talking about. I was gonna make the joke, but I thought Ryan up. But it did sound like you were talking about Ryan and pro clubs. I'm not gonna lie.
They do the exact same thing. They get the ball, they fuck up, and then they get GA, and no one talks about him. Nah, allow it.
Yeah, nah, exactly that. But my thoughts on Bruno's performance is that's the way Bruno plays, and yes, it's great for Bruno individually. GNA is all fantastic individually, but are you helping the team? To me, and football is a team game. What are you winning? Because people can say Bruno's the talisman, he's the catalyst, he's this, he's that, he's the leader. Lead us to some trophies then. What are you leading us to? Again, I've said this before and I'll say this again. And I've used this example a lot. For those that are old enough to remember Van Nistelrooy, that's what Bruno is. He is Van Nistelrooy, because Van Nistelrooy was fantastic in terms of individual. I say this again, probably the best striker I've seen at Manchester United in terms of just pure finishing. His goals to games ratio, I think, is the best in the Fergie era. But guess what? He was here under the one of the most unsuccessful Fergie periods. And then we let him go and we three-peated and won the Champions League. That's no accident. You know what I'm saying? United were better for Van Nistelrooy than Van Nistelrooy was for United. And that's not a shot at him. That's just the way he played. Like I said, cold. One-on-one, one of the best finishers in the Premier League, never mind just at Manchester United, cold. Like, you know, when he went through one-on-one, he was going to score goals. And Bruno's like that because Bruno's finishing is very cold. Like, when he missed one yesterday with his left foot, I was shocked because Bruno normally buries them type of things. But that's all well and good for you, but it's not an individual sport. This is not boxing. This is not tennis. It's a team game. What are we winning? And if we're not winning, and you're a detriment to that, because when you're not giving us goals and assists, what are you giving us? And that's why I'm very critical of attackers. You can't just be GNA unless you're scoring a ridiculous amount of GNA. Unless you're 40 goals and 20 assists or something like that. Cool. You know what I'm saying? But if you're getting 15, 20 and disappearing in big games and just not being good enough overall, you're a detriment to the team. It's like playing with 10 men. And Ronaldo's like that. So it's kind of like 9. And then we've got McFred in the middle.
Yeah.
That's 7.
That's bad.
Luke Shaw, that's 6. Maguire, that's 5.
And
then adding Ollie tax on top of that as well. You know what I'm saying? That's a recipe for absolute fucking disaster. Excuse the language. Go on.
All I want, let me say, guys, all I want from Ollie with regarding Bruno and Marcus Rashford and Mason Greenwood, just tell them what they are doing wrong. Just tell them they're doing wrong. Just correct their mistakes. It's like this, Ollie. I wonder how you look after your own kids. Are you that type of parent that let your kids run around, put their hands in their socket and don't say nothing and watch them put their hands in their socket, get electrified? Tell man and shout at man. Just tell them, hey, stop doing that. Hey,
yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all
facts.
we want.
Yeah. Facts. Go on, Ahmed. What was you going to say before I get to the super chat?
Just to add to that point, you actually, Kate, you really hit a point that I've been trying to drive home a lot as of late. And that is the opportunity cost of Bruno Fernandes. He might do individually brilliantly, but every time he gets the ball, he will make more often than not a wrong decision that will lead an attack to break down. Whereas a more intelligent number 10, someone that understands when to pass, when to pass it short, when to pass it long, how to really, get some good weight on the ball. Someone like that would be conducive to more overall goals in the team. I don't mind if we had a number 10 that had 50% of the stats that Bruno have, if it meant that the team as a whole got more than 50% more goals. And that happens when you have intelligent players making the right passes instead of just giving away the ball for the sake of it. Bruno's a numbers guy, innit? He needs loads and loads and loads of opportunities to try to create exactly high volume. And we need someone to be way more efficient. We need a guy, if you give him the ball 35 times, he doesn't give it away 35 times. We need someone where you give him the ball, and more often than not, he plays the right ball.
Yeah,
and that's
the problem. The
opportunity cost of Bruno Fernandes on the team is too high. We need more efficient players in there. Now, that's not to say that Bruno can't be useful for Manchester United, because I do believe that he can. But the way he's playing now, he can be very, very detrimental. And last night we saw he can be very detrimental to the rest of the team. I don't care about his GA. Honestly, I don't give a fuck if he plays good. I'd rather a good Bruno performance than Bruno getting GA. That's good performances from the team overall and winning games 1-2, 3-0. Where no one was particularly, a standout player, but we just played well as a team. That's what I like seeing. That's how City plays. That's not how we play. We constantly rely on individuals, and it's tiring because it's inefficient.
Yeah, I hear exactly what you're saying. Trust me, I hear exactly what you're saying. I'd rather him, because he is a volume player, and that's what annoys me in that. And also I'm all for trying things as attacking players. That's cool, but pick the right decision. If you're shooting when the shot's on and it goes over the bar, cool. If you're trying to make a through ball and the through ball's on, cool. My problem is when you're crossing when you should have played a simple pass. Or when you should have crossed, you're playing a simple pass. Decision making in those areas is key, because against better sides, you get less of the ball. So you get less opportunities. And this is why Bruno's record against the big six is so bad, because he's getting less of the ball and you're playing better opposition and they're close. They make you pay for your mistakes. Say top teams punish you. And that's what it is. And that's why Bruno's against it. Look, this is the one, obviously he got the free kick that he scored against Liverpool in the FA Cup, the penalty against Spurs. But I don't remember him having a good game against anybody, like any top opposition. If he's our talisman, even Villarreal in the Europa League final, all these semi-finals we've lost, he played pretty much the majority of them. I don't remember you pointing in performance. I rarely remember him having a good performance when the team have played bad against decent opposition. You're always a standout one who's had a stinker. You can never point to him and go, you know what, we played bad, we lost 2-0, but hey, Bruno was good today. That rarely happens. That rarely happens. I don't remember too many. Exactly. I think I can count on one hand the amount of times that has happened. Big up to Drizzy, who says, big up for the super chat as well. He says, I bet you Atalanta have learned from this mistake, just like Leipzig last season. They'll expose our flaws in the reverse fixture. That's a very good point. That could happen.
I fear going down there. I fear going Villarreal as well, because that's where we'll definitely get our L's and may potentially end up in the Europa League. I can see that happening. But definitely, guys, just to fix all of those problems, like I said before, with Bruno, that could be all fixed back in the training ground if they actually work on positional sense of where these players need to be, how long they can keep the ball for, 1 or 2 touches, whether they're allowed to dribble for 3 or 4 seconds. That can be all rectified in the training ground. Until you have people that can hold their weight, competent, that tell man to their face, yo, you pass too much, you give the ball away too much, then we'll never have that problem ever again. Till we get that, we'll be sorted. But at this moment, we're always going to have a reckless Bruno, a reckless Rashford, a reckless Mason Greenwood, a reckless indisciplined Paul Pogba in his position, and a reckless McFred and a Maguire. Until you get better men that can take accountability and tell these men to their face, grab them by their scruff of their neck and say, big man, I'm the captain of this ship, and you're going to do what I say, and you're going to play the way that I want you to play, and drill them, things will change. But until then, it's just hopes and dreams and hopes and prayers, man. We're out here singing Movado until this man's gone.
Roden says, Flawless, I think you're underestimating our board's desperation to keep him. They will use any excuse not to sack him. I don't think the board have an attachment to him like that. They're all about their monies. They are all about their money. I've said this before and I'll say this again. If it's looking like Manchester United are not going to finish in the top 4, if at the end of this run, by the time Arsenal comes in, we're 8, 9, 10 points off the top 4, and the results have been bad, and we're losing games, and fans are booing, and it's uproar about Oli out, they will pull the plug. They will, but that's all they care about. I don't think they care for him. They just care about the money.
I'm in belief that the Glazers don't even know who Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is. They don't even know who's our manager. Until you start affecting their money, that's when they'll be like, yo, who's this Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
He's this guy.
He's fucking up with my money.
He's playing my money. Yes.
Yeah. They don't know who he is.
Yeah. That's exactly what I could see. Daniel says, your group is awful. How Manchester United not on 9 points. Oli tax, innit? That's why. You know what I'm saying? Flawless, he will draw both.
Hefty.
Yep. Keep telling people the heftiest tax in the world, and they thought I was wilding when I said it. You know what I'm saying? When I said it, people looked at me like I was crazy.
Even heftier than Ryan tax, and that's a very hefty tax.
There we go. That's the only tax that keeps it, that runs it close, is Ryan tax. That's legit it. That's the only thing that's close, not council tax. You know what I'm saying? Not Twitch tax, not YouTube tax. You know what I'm saying? Not road tax. You know what I'm saying? It's legit just Ryan tax. But he won't draw both. I think the players, yes, we beat Atalanta yesterday, but I still think we're playing better opposition. I don't think people realize we've not played anybody good yet like that. We played Leicester. That's probably the best side we've played all season in terms of just quality. And they put 4 past us. We've seen Wolves bop us off the park. We've seen young boys do the same. We've seen Villarreal do the same despite the results. And Liverpool are in top form. Yes, their defense is shaky, which I'm going to get to. Someone said, have you seen our defense though? And they have the most informed player in the league in Mo Salah. Our defense is awful, specifically at home. Specifically at home. Yeah. And we have Liverpool and Manchester City both at home. And they're both on fire and both been playing very well.
But flawless, we didn't have Varane. That's why we conceding goals. That's why we're not keeping clean sheets, even though we didn't have clean sheet with fucking Varane.
Yes. We had
only one.
We had one. Legit one with his defense. We got to relax.
Let's be real. Wolves should have fucking won that game. Let's not fuck about at all. Yeah. If they could finish that dinner, they'd have won, and they'd have us in the mud. That's the reality.
We gotta relax. Liverpool was poor against Atletico Madrid. CR7 would strike fear into that Liverpool defense. Brother and Rashford will capitalize on it. Again, I have no issue with United going forward. I think I pick us to score against anybody. The creativity and the scoring goals has never been a problem because we are individual brilliance FC. That's the only reason Ollie's still in the job. Is defensively that's the issue. Because if we play anyone with any form of good attack and midfield adds into the defense, I'm talking the holding midfielders as well, which adds into how defensively weak we are. Like we're gonna get moved to. I don't think people realize. Like Liverpool have scored 3 or more goals in their last 7 away games or something crazy like that. And yo, big up to everyone who's locked in, man. We got over 60 of you lot in here. Smash the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Hit that subscribe button. Go subscribe to Ivorian's channel, Red United TV. The link is in the title. So you can click on the link and it'll take you straight to his page. And then you just go and subscribe over there and go and support. Where else we are as well? Let's see. Man says, are we all waste men for still coming back to this Love United that treat us like this? When will it end, Robbie? No, we're not waste men because you can't change your football club. That's why. You can't change your club. You can change a lot of things, but you can't change your football club. So no, we're not waste men. We just have to deal with it. I'm just already emotionally detached from Manchester United.
I'll be honest. I question ManDem's loyalty levels when they change football clubs. I'm like, that guy, you can't trust him. He's not loyal. He just changed the football club. That says everything about him.
Facts.
You get me?
100%.
Till we die.
Yeah.
Like ManDem already know. Like there's a like a list. It goes football club, your barber, your gyal in that order. That's how you stay loyal.
Exactly. Even we feel bad when we have to go to another barber shop. We feel bad when we cheating on our barbers. We hide ourselves when we walk past our barber shop, knowing that we've been for another barber. We put our hoodie
you feel
up.
Dirty in it.
Yeah,
you feel dirty
exactly.
in it. Yeah, man. You feel just wrong, man. You do. I need to go see my barber. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I actually need to go check my barber.
You randomly text your barber, "I'm sorry." For no damn reason. He doesn't even know what you've done.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Nah, bro. And then the thing is, you can't even cap and say, "Oh, yo, it was you who caught it last time." He knows. He knows his work, bro.
Yes. 100%. Do you guys think Ollie gets the sack if we hold 6 against Liverpool at Old Trafford? 6?
Definitely.
Yes. If we hold 6, I don't think we'll hold 6. But if we hold 6, yes. If we hold 6, yes. Because it's Liverpool. It's not Spurs. Yes. So we hold 6. 100%. Yeah. Jay Social says, Europa League hurts my soul. I love us for us to make the knockout and lose games in the league. A new manager comes in for the restart of the Champions League like Tuchel. That's my hope. I'm not going to lie, Jay Socials. We are singing from the same hymn sheet. That is my hope that he makes it, he gets sacked, but we're still in the Champions League because then we got a chance. Then we got a new lease of life. Then we have nothing to lose. It's a free hit for that new manager because we're not expected to win the Champions League anyway. We're just expected to challenge. I'd be gassed if we make a semi-final. I'm saying, just to be in it, just to be excited. I'm gonna be on watch-alongs actually watching the game. You know what I'm saying? I'll be legit excited, cheer, ready in that. Like at this moment in time, it's just we don't win. Even when we win, we don't win. Everything is just a loss. It's just L after L after L, L after L. Like just it's peak. But here we are. Give it to Mike. He says, all we needed was a world-class winger, then a world-class centre-back. Now it's a world-class DM. Remember these Muppets understand we need a world-class manager. You said it.
Exactly. So
you said it. It's always something. Because we'll get a world-class DM, then it'll be like, oh, we need a DM to play next to him. After that, then we need a world-class number 2. You know what I mean? Then we need a world-class stadium. Then it's the fans ain't doing. Then the fans ain't doing enough.
This is the
then
same
it's like
that said that we miss our fans at Old Trafford.
Yes.
We're out here losing at Old Trafford.
Yeah. We need a world-class kit man. The tea lady's not good enough. We need a better receptionist. The trainer. There's always gonna be excuses in that. They're gonna blame Barbara, the tea lady. You know what I'm saying? She's not good enough. I'm saying that. How you gonna blame Barbs? You know what I'm saying? Give it to her to the end of the season if Ollie leaves. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm tired. Ronan says Atalanta beat Liverpool 2-0 at Anfield, to be fair. Fair enough. What has happened to Shaw defensively? He's just been poor this season. He's just been poor.
I just think, bruv, I think Luke Shaw, he had a good few months of form. After that, he's been mediocre. And everyone hyped him, and I think he believes his own hype. And now we're seeing, like, this guy, he isn't this Shawberto Carlos or whatever the fuck they called him. Like, he ain't that. That's not who he is. Let's not kid around and act like this guy's Ashley Cole.
Or do you think he's probably had that Euro burnout drain? You know, the energy is a bit different because he just come back from Euros and he's still not there mentally from losing the final. It could be that's hindering. But you know what? Yeah, even that Luke Shaw's been having a poor performance. Yeah, I'm surprised that my man hasn't even thought about Tellers, because
Tellers
give him a
should play.
shout.
Oh,
And he played. He scored the banging goal as well. Did he score? He scored the banging goal against
scored a banging goal and got benched.
Yeah, got benched for sure, out of form and half fit.
Nah, allow that still. But this is what you get when you have a manager that plays favorites instead of playing the players that are playing the best. Simple.
All right, spot on, 100%. Absolutely spot on. Flawless have nearly given up on Ollie trying to get Ollie out. His judge is too strong. Nah, man, he's gone, man. Trust me. This is just the last win for him in the war and that, man. He losing the fight. You know what I'm saying? And that he just landed a good shot. That's all it is. But he don't make it through this.
My United fans, to get rid of that judge, let's all fast for 5 days and Ollie will be out. Fast for 5 days together. Let's unite and fast for 5 days. Pray every day to God that we want Ollie out. Eventually, God would go to Jesus and say, like, who's this Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer I keep hearing about in people's prayers? Like, who is he? I keep hearing his name. And then Jesus will be like, you better find out. Honestly speaking, let's fast for 5 days, pray together that Ollie needs to go, and it will happen.
You're a fool, you know. You're a fool.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Facts. Now, Holmes says, Flawless, please don't skip my super chats next time when I'm trying to trigger Jan last night while talking about De Bruyne. I was chatting bear smoke. What super chats did you drop yesterday? I never skip super chats, even if someone's dissing me. That's the one surefire way. Yeah, in the Q&A yesterday, it wasn't just me then, so I didn't see any in the home. When did you drop super chats? Let me know. Because if I did, I apologize. But I never, no matter what said, like, I never skip super chats. That's the only ones the only comments I was reading out in the watch along yesterday were super chats. I was ignoring Peter, I was ignoring Cam, I was ignoring Winner Surfer, I was ignoring Jan, I was ignoring Ryan. Everybody was getting ignored. I'm like, the only way I'm reading any United blasphemy is super chats. I'm not here for that. So if I missed it, I apologize in the home. But I'm looking here. I'm just looking here about super chats. It's not saying there was any yesterday. I'm looking there. No, you didn't drop any, my guy. Unless you're just talking about regular chats. Regular comments. I went to a different barber once. I had to grow my hair for 2 months, so he didn't notice. I hear that, J Socials, man. You do what you gotta do. Look, man. Here's the channel. Click on it, man. This is Ivorian's channel right here. Let's keep going. Yeah, man. Poor Barbs,
support Ivorian people.
Yeah, man. Sergio, yeah, man. Poor Barbs, man. Just treating her bad. It's ridiculous. Also, Liverpool. I didn't know this. Liverpool were already 5-0 up in the group and qualified on 15 points versus Atalanta. Context matters. Liverpool had bad injuries. Fair enough. No. Fair enough. I legit didn't know that. They go to Prime, who says, you actually think a 5-day fast and prayer will overthrow Ollie? Nah, Ollie, bro. Nah, bro, Ollie Judge is too strong. Nah, because I know Ollie Judge ain't the strongest because Ollie Tax is heftier than Ollie Judge. Someone asked that question, what's heavier? And it's definitely Ollie Tax. Flawless, is Bruno a bad passer because it splits between the Man United fan base about his passing? I'd say it's one of them. The reason why he divides opinion just because he's wasteful. Well, that's not really his passing technique. It's more his decision making. Why I was going back to, like, going out wide right and crossing the ball all the time. Go on.
Yeah, but you know what? Actually, do you remember that time he was in the box and Eddie basically said in the watch along, he went, "Oh, what a great pass, Bruno!" And you thought he was being serious. He was bare sarcastic. He couldn't put any weight on that ball. Listen, even if I had as many chances in a game to play a Hollywood ball as Bruno had, I'd fucking hit a Hollywood ball as well. So I think in terms of technique, he doesn't have that, incredible weight of pass that like a Pogba has. He can't ping it with or something that like that. Insane. Yeah, he can't ping it with that incredible precision that Pogba has. He just, hits it hard until it's on the other side of the field. So in terms of his technique isn't as good as other people at the club. And in terms of getting those numbers, again, he's a volume player, so of course he's gonna get it. So in terms of if Bruno a bad passer, I wouldn't say he's a bad passer. I just don't think he's a fantastic passer either.
Yeah, that's what it is. I wouldn't say he's a bad passer, but he's not fantastic. But he can hit good passes. But that's like most players. Eddie, if you look at any player's YouTube compilation, they'll make you look like a world beater. I could do that. I could play Saturday League and we could put that together overseas. I look world class, and then you see me playing like, is this the same guy? Like, that's very easy to do type of thing.
You'll be moving like Overton the way that Fergie signed him through YouTube, bro.
There you go, man. Sign you like that. The reason why everyone can have a cold highlight reel, that's why it's called a highlight reel, because it's your highs. It's not called low light reel. I'm saying it's not called average light reel. It's called your highlight reel because they're your highs. That's legit what it is. Yeah, Bruno doesn't hide. That is right, Zahed. Yeah, he doesn't hide. He does ask for the ball. Ollie Edit's song will be Boys to Men, End of the Road. Big up Winner Surfer for the super chat. Only way I was reading that out, people, by the way. There you go. This is a prime example.
That's the one thing with Bruno, though, right? Like, there's one thing with Bruno. It's true. He doesn't hide. He has an immaculate work rate, and no matter what happens, like, he will not be the guy to give up, and I have to commend him for that. But then again, should that not be the bare minimum of a player at Man United? I think the answer to that is yes. However, that's not to take away from the fact that as an athlete and as someone, like, I know we joke a lot about the passion and desire, but this guy, he's an honest worker, and I always appreciate an honest worker.
No, I get what you're saying. That is one thing I do give him credit for as well. Like I said, I mentioned it before, he's finishing. Like, if you want the chance to drop to someone, it is Bruno. Because he is very, very good in front of goal. He is very, very good in front of goal.
Bar Mason, Bruno, definitely.
Yeah. He's not as good as Greenwood, but I'm saying Bruno's like, he's up there in terms of like his efficiency with finishing.
We also have to accept the fact that Bruno has himself, he's a risk taker, so he's always gonna take risks, make the odd ball on occasion, and at the same time understand why he has that GA. I understand why he has that high amount of attack and a high amount of assists, because he's a risk taker. He's gonna do this. But the thing about it, that deserves discipline as well. Yeah, you can't always give the ball away, try and do the Hollywood pass 24/7, hit and hope that it gets to that player, because it's wasting chances and giving the opposition the ball for them to get back at us, counter us, and score the goal. So yeah, that there is a problem as well. Bruno's passing is a problem for Manchester United because he gives the ball away several times. Just as much as everyone else gives the ball away, Bruno as well as passes do get the ball away. But with him, I can give it a bly, because why? He's the one that's going to get 20 goals and 18 assists. No one else would. No one can back the chat. No one could be like, you know what? Even though I gave the ball away, you know, at least I got the goals and assists. You know what I mean? Simple.
If your team wins, that's all well and good. If your team wins, most of Bruno's passes are at the edge of the box, not versus Pogba. Talk about Pogba in that advance will double Bruno's assists. We've seen it when Ollie was interim manager and he got the job, and Ollie Pogba was playing higher up the pitch and had that free roll with Herrera and Matic in there, and how he's literally averaging a goal and assist every game, like he was on smoke. He legit was.
We're playing our best attacking-minded midfielder in a double pivot. Just deep that for a second. We're playing our best attacking-minded midfielder in a double pivot or on the wing.
Flawless Ollie is the equivalent of a PE high school teacher leading a college levels physics class, competing with Albert Einstein, applying for the job. Yo, I hate you.
I think you mean substitute PE teacher, because you're giving the PE teacher an offense, bro. I think if I was a PE teacher right now, I'll be offended.
I'd be offended
if you call Ollie a PE teacher.
Yeah, I would as well.
There's someone in high school, a PE teacher being called Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer. 100%. There's a PE teacher somewhere across the world, probably in Manchester, being called, oh, you're just Ollie, you're a PE teacher. You know what I'm saying? Getting trolled by students. I can see that happening. I feel for that guy. Jesus. When another super chat says, but Ollie has the desire, the passion, the intensity, and makes everyone giddy. Ollie in forever. Look at this fool. You know what I'm saying? Get this fool. Let's get giddy. You know, Lajum Nora to the Saeed, that giddy thing is funny, man. You know what I'm saying? That the way to say that.
For real.
United Facts, big up to you, says this fan base is always overgassed in little moments like yesterday. You can't start poorly against good teams. That's a fact. You cannot continue just to come back from behind and come back from a goal down or 2 goals down. It's not sustainable at all. It's not sustainable in the slightest. But hey, people are gonna get gassed over it because that's all we have. We have nothing else. We don't win no trophies. We don't compete for no trophies. So that's all the fan base has to defend this, man. Because you notice when people are defending Ollie, they always talk off the field things. They never talk about on the pitch. It's always off the pitch things. Oh, he's a nice guy. The vibes. I like him. Club legend. United DNA. Passion and desire. Hard yards. All this crap. It's never anything to do with on the pitch. I just want to win. I just want to compete.
He bought the tea lady chocolates.
Yeah, man. He bought Bob some chocolate.
The tea lady chocolates and
yeah, that's it.
Nah.
If you look at Donny,
that's actually when you deep it, right? Imagine like hiring someone to do a job. Let's say it's a what you call it, like someone that paint your house. Yeah, you hire a painter, and you really like him. He's a really nice guy, and he brings chocolates to your missus and this, that, and the other. Okay, maybe not the last part. That sounded a bit mad, but you know what I mean. But when he doesn't know how to paint your house, and every time he tries, he's fucking something up. Why would you keep him? I know you like him, but what's wrong with you? Don't you want your house actually painted properly, or do you want to have fucking pink and fucking blue and turquoise walls and that? Nah, man. It doesn't make sense. Logically, it doesn't make any sense, because if your objective is you support your club and you want your club to be successful, right? Then logically, you'd want a person to do it. Now, if you don't believe Oli can do it, then logic would follow, because you want your club to succeed, that you'd want someone else than Oli, so that that manager other than Oli can facilitate that result. It doesn't make any sense.
Facts. You're right. Hey, Babs ain't catching strays. I said, give her some chocolate, man. She deserves that. You know what I'm saying? Quality tea lady, man. Big up Babs.
Babs was more under pressure when Jose Mourinho was there, but now
man, serious. Now Ollie's there. She's good, man. Treat her right, man. Tea ladies important. They're important, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's only until you have a bad cup of tea, then you'll know people. You know what I'm saying? I even drink tea like that. There's levels to this. There's levels to this. I'm telling you, tea ladies are underrated in that. That's not an easy job. You know what I'm saying? And that's not at all. Don KJB says, if you look at Donny, he always opens his body up. He always opens his body up, puts his body weight behind the ball, and follows through to the target. And it's almost always an accurate pass. Tech matters 100%. 100% tech matters. 110% it matters. Yeah, it does. Like, there's a way to pass the ball. Like, you can have drilled pass, you can have a side foot pass. Like, pass the ball with care. Like, Juan Mata is someone who always I use as an example, because there's purpose with his pass. Sometimes you need the ball drilled into your feet. Sometimes you need it laid off so you can run onto it and shoot. You can't play. Sometimes you might drill it. Sometimes you might clip it and loft it over, depending on the type of pass. And not many people can do that. Most players can't. Well, most players professionally, a lot of them can't do all of them passes. You know what I'm saying? Like a variety. Like Pogba's one who can. Juan Mata can. Not everyone can do them passes. And you know what I'm saying? Even through balls. Like a great through ball is where the attacker doesn't have to break his stride. Like Juan Mata, the one Juan Mata, yeah, exactly. The one Juan Mata played through for Rashford when we beat him 3-1 last season. Like, that ball is ridiculous. Like, Rashford didn't have to break his stride and then just dink the keeper. So yeah, technical ability definitely 100% does matter. 100%. I get not rating Oli, but I can't get on board with the Bruno slander. He's been our most influential player since he's arrived. I don't think it's slander. I just think it's critique. I don't slander him. I don't even think you're wrong in terms of saying you can say I've already said he's very influential in terms of impact. He's there. My problem is what is that leading us to? It's all well and good getting the numbers, getting the assists. That's great, but he is a detriment to the team at times. That doesn't mean I want him sold. I'm not saying I want him. I just think a better manager gets more out of him. I think his individual output drops, but I think the team output increases. You can therefore get more out of Bruno.
Yep.
I just don't like him as a 9. That's all.
That's a 9, you know.
I don't like him as a 9. That's what
he effectively plays false 9.
He don't play false. He a full 9, fam. There ain't even false about it. He a full 9. Look, large up stat man. He puts the average positions out. More time, he's our highest player. So if you've got 2 DMs in the middle, so let's say it's Pogba and Fred, Pogba and McTominay, and our 9s and our 10s next to our 9, we're effectively playing 4-4-2. Who's creating? And then you got Greenwood and Rashford both sides. Who's creating out of that? That's my whole point. Like, it's just, and if he wants to play 4-4-2, make Bruno a proper striker and work around it then. Because he's not a 10, and that's not a shot at Bruno. I'm saying he doesn't play as a 10. That's what it says on the team sheet, but he plays as a 9. If you're as high as the striker, you play as a 9. Ain't nothing faults about it.
Do you know what it is? Bruno is he's effective, but he's not efficient. And that's the problem we have with him. We're not saying that this guy can't do a job for the team. What we're saying is that the job he's doing, he's not efficient. And because he's not efficient, it's hurting the team, not his GA. So it's true, Bruno, he gives us a lot of GA, but he takes his sweet time giving us that in the game because he needs to hit 35 passes the wrong way first, and then he gives us something.
It is. I'm big up Bits and Bubs as well. Large up Bubs. I hope you bless. Yo, Bubs, if you're about, hop on in. It'd be good to hear from you because it's been a minute. So let me know. I know you'd be mad busy though doing this thing, but go subscribe to Bits and Bubs' channel as well. United Facts is flawless. I started a channel called United Facts. Please shout me out. Go check out United Facts, people. Go check him out. Donkey JB says Bruno has had the most opportunity because Oli allows Bruno to freestyle, which hurts United more than it helps. Bruno a false 10. That's it. He's more a false 10 than he is a false 9. Let's keep it real.
I've never heard of that position.
Man's a false 10. And that's not a shot at Bruno. Don't think I'm slandering him, but he is a false 10 because he doesn't operate. He doesn't do 10 things.
As a 10.
He doesn't operate. He doesn't pick up the ball. Rarely does he pick up the ball behind the midfield's opposition and in front of the midfield's defense. That's rare. And that's not a shot. He's a 9. And again, you touched on it, Ahmed. What did you say? He's not, what was it? Efficient and effective, you said. What was it again? I liked what you just said.
I said he's not, he's effective, not efficient.
That's it. I like that. And that's my problem. I prefer efficient. I just prefer efficiency in general. Be efficient.
I don't even think this is a Bruno slander. This is just Bruno advice, just to make him better. Because we all out here think Bruno's a fantastic player and he's a savior. He changed us. He came and saved us at the end of the day.
He did at the time.
Made our life different. So yeah, it's not a slander. It's just that we want a better version of Bruno.
Yes.
I believe
Bruno
we
2.0.
can see a better Bruno than what we're seeing right now. A 2.0. Someone that's on the ball in midfield, grabbing the midfield by the scruff, helping, assisting the midfield, and still getting his GAs, because he can still do all of that by simplifying his game and still be more effective than he is right now. So yeah, man, it's not no slander. We just want a better Bruno. And a better Bruno equals a better Manchester United.
Facts. And Jay Soldier says, hey, it's not a Bruno slander, but why can't Bruno ever get rested, dropped? Like we have no idea how we can play without Bruno. That's a fact. He should be, when he does play poorly, which he has done previously in the past few games, he should be dropped. And that's for every player. That's Bruno, that's Pogba, that's Ronaldo, all of them. There has to be accountability when you're not performing to a higher level. And I agree, Ronan, yes, you should play Bruno. I'd like to see him as an 8. Because I think he has the attributes to play as an 8. Legit. The amount of freedom Bruno is allowed is a joke, says Ryan. I hear that. And Ronan says, with a better coach,
Jesse needs to play more,
Bruno. I'm a big fan of Jesse.
Certainly Jesse should play more. Like it's baffling to me that we have someone of that quality. I know a lot of people doubted Jesse. I always looked at Jesse like something's going on with him off the field that's impacting him on the field. When he got that move and he started banging for West Ham, I wasn't surprised because I knew that this is what Jesse can do. And I feel like we haven't utilized Jesse enough. We only utilize him off the bench. Fair enough, it works. I do like Jesse off the bench as well. But starting Bruno every goddamn game, first of all, we're running him into the ground. Secondly, we're not giving Jesse enough game time to be sharp, so that when we actually need him to play more than just a few minutes at the end, that we can then utilize him and rest Bruno. Like, we need to be better with rotation. And again, Oli has this giant, fantastic squad, but his rotation is just as arse as it was last season. That's not good enough.
It's not good enough. And look at the bench we have. Look at the bench yesterday with sheer quality. I looked at the bench. I was like, geez, quality. And Zed says it. Who does Oli utilize properly? Absolutely nobody. That's what it is.
He utilized that iPad properly and sitting on that freaking bench properly. That's what he be utilizing.
I don't even know if he utilizes the iPad properly because they don't change.
I saw yesterday. Kieran McKenna had it on the side. He just upgraded with the location of the iPad. That's what he did. Elijah
Zeno, safe flights and that. Zeno is legit on an airplane right now. He says, watching this 30,000 feet high. He says, big up you, man. Ahmed the roles are reversed here. Big up to Zeno, man. That's what he'll be back next week. Tuesday, people. On ManDem United. Ryan says, has Oli ruined his legacy for you guys? Not ruined it, but has he tarnished it for me? Yes. Yes. I look at him differently.
For me, the thing with Oli is I separate what the player did, what the person did as a player for what he's doing as a manager. So what Oli did is very important for Manchester United. It's historic what he did in that final. He stuck his leg out, whether that was... I don't care that he stuck his leg out. Someone had to do it. He was the one to do it. He's still a cult hero at the club, but I separate what he was as a manager versus what he is as a player. But when I look at Oli, when I look at his face and that, it annoys me now because he's dragged this out and he's made us all so deflated and so almost sad at watching the state of our club that it's kind of hard to look at him and be like, yeah, I'm gonna keep I'm not gonna slander him for what he does as a player. I'm not going to take that away from it, but you're certainly not going to see me talk, positively about him just, out of nothing like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm definitely with you. I separate Oli as a player and also as a manager. I love him as a player. I don't love him as a manager. Just like you can love your wife for being your wife, but you might not love her for being a flatmate or a housemate living with her. It's the same situation, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Good analogy.
I hate it. I hate it. The fact that people, even to me, people call Oli one a social legend. I've never heard of a sideman that's been a legend that's sat their whole career on the bench to be called a legend. That's not even one of the top goal scorers at the club to be called a legend. A club icon, yes, I can agree with you. Just because man stuck his leg out in the 94th minute out of sheer luck doesn't make someone a legend. Yes, he gave us the greatest night of our time. Thank you very much, but goodbye. Like, it is what it is, man. I just feel like Oli should be going. Guys, get your man at the guard. Get Oli's dick out your mouth. Yeah. Spit it out. Yeah. And acknowledge the fact that he's shit. Stop sucking him off. It hurts me, Sorry, guys. I do apologize.
Oh, my dude.
Flawless, when I come on your stream,
it's cool. I know what to expect. It's calm. Yeah.
Your green tick on your turns orange straight away. I do apologize, but you'll get that back when you ask them to review it.
Yeah, it's calm, man. It's cool. I know what I'm getting in it. That's why you're here, man. It's calm, no stress. But my thoughts on it is, yes, like Ahmed said, I can separate the two, but it does make me look at you different, of course. Like I said, I used the analogy, I think, yesterday, and it's kind of like having your favorite artist and his first 3-4 albums are banging, and then his next 3-4 are just absolute trash. Even though he's still your favorite artist, then you're still going to be affected by that. You're still going to look at him slightly different. It's kind of like it's not it. So that's how I look at it with Oli. Yes, I remember him as a player. Yes, he scored great goals, was a part of a very successful team, even outside of, and scored many great goals, even outside of the most important one and the most iconic. But yeah, man, it's just time for him to bounce. But let's get into it anyway. Liverpool game. Obviously, we got Liverpool on the weekend. We're going to get into it. Ahmed, we'll start with you. Thoughts on the Liverpool game? How do you think we line up? So I'm not going to ask what you would like to see. I'm saying, what do you think Oli goes with?
I think he's going to go with De Gea. Then he's going to go Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, Maguire, depending on whether Varane's fit or not. Varane, if he's not fit, Lindelof. Then he's going to go with McFred again because Liverpool press a lot. So he's going to be like, oh, we need legs in midfield. He might go Pogba on the left. I mean, he's got to go Bruno in the 10, but that's kind of given in. He might go Pogba on the 10 because he, quote unquote, arrested him. Then in attack, we're going to see Cristiano. And then, I think it's a toss-up between having Rashford, Sancho, and Greenwood on the right. If I were to pick, like, it makes sense if he put Sancho on because Sancho was, quote unquote, again rested against Atalanta, and that is our £72 million signing. However, knowing Oli, he isn't logical. He doesn't do logical things. So in reality, he could also line up the exact way he did against Atalanta. That would not surprise me. But ultimately, I think Pogba is going to start that game. I hope he doesn't do one of them fuckeries of putting him on the right because he's wasted out there. McFred makes sense to me. And then, Cristiano's Cristiano in it. Bruno doesn't get dropped. And he doesn't trust the other full set of fullbacks, even though Telles is probably better, at least in my opinion, than Luke Shaw. And in terms of, how we're going to deal with that game, I don't think we're going to deal with it. I think they are going to deal with us.
Fair. Scoreline prediction? So the team is just giving.
Do you know what? We could get our cheeks clapped. Like, they could fully get clapped and they could get red. They could get top red and all that, bro. Like, it's going to be mad. I think we might be looking at conceding 4 goals or more. That's how I see it.
I said 4.
4 goals or more. And we might get 1 or maybe 2 if one of them's a penalty. Other than that, I think we're losing the game.
All right, same question to you, Ivorian. What team do you think Oli will go with? And then your score predictions from that. So from the Gea onwards.
From the Gea on, De Gea definitely, of course. And of course, you have your traditional backboard that he has right now, which will be Arwan Bissaka. I don't think Varane will be back because apparently it's supposed to be 3 weeks. He's supposed to be out for. Okay. So we'll see in it. Yeah, I won't be surprised if he gives him a late fitness test and throw him in, since Oli does these type of things. It doesn't surprise me. So definitely Lindelof, Maguire. Yeah. Sure. In midfield, McFred, of course, because he needs the passion, he needs the legs, he needs the fire and desire to be in that midfield. But maybe bench, But let's see what one for Rashford. But you're
saying Rashford's injured. Well, Jay's saying Rashford is injured. Is he injured?
Interesting. Then if Rashford is injured, then you might possibly see Pogba on the left. And Bruno Fernandes in his false 10 position, as these men have been saying. And of course, even though I believe he'll be playing Greenwood, I wanted to play Sancho because Greenwood has been in poor performance and he still hasn't decided to drop him.
But Greenwood's been poor.
He's been poor. He's offered nothing. He offered nothing yesterday. Even the game that he scored against Leicester, he got the goal, but overall he offered nothing. The game before that, he offered nothing. He's been
that's most of our attack. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I can't even. Most of our attack have offered very little of that. Like apart from goals, they don't really do. But that's our team. Our team don't offer much. You know what I'm saying?
I can't argue with that one, right?
Yeah, that's why
in terms of our attackers, realistically. In terms of our attackers, realistically, it's only Martial and Sancho that's offering more than just GA.
That's it. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Ronaldo up front, and then I'll be honest with you with the scoreline. Manchester United at worst 3-0 to Liverpool, at best a draw. Simple as.
What scoreline draw are you thinking?
Just a 2-2. 2-2. Yeah, high scoring draw.
With me, I agree with the man. Obviously, De Gea in goal. He'll go with the back four. We all expect. Sure, Wan-Bissaka as fullbacks. Maguire, Lindelof, McFred will go in there. If Rashford is fit, he'll play Rashford from the left. If Rashford's not fit, I think he goes with Pogba. I believe.
But would you be surprised if Rashford's not fit? You'll still throw him in.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying in it. Well, if Rashford's not in the squad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying Rashford, if it's not Rashford, it'll be Pogba. Right hand side, I think he sticks with Greenwood. I don't think he plays Sancho. Bruno in the false 10, as we spoke on. And Cristiano Ronaldo up front. And we're going to get moved to. No matter what 11 he names, we're going to get moved to. I'm saying 3-1. That's 3-1 Liverpool. It could be worse. So even when Ahmed said it could be 4 or more, that makes sense. Like this is a Liverpool side who've scored 3 or more goals away from home in every single away game this season. Yeah. And they have the most informed player in the league. Firmino scoring goals. Mane's bagging. Fabinho's back. It's going to get peak. Yes, can we get at them 100%? We've seen, man say, as Van Dijk, he's been getting spanned and that. Matip's not the best. So we know we can get at them defensively. But that's not the issue. I have no problem with Manchester United going forward. It's defensively. We could be 3-0 down at half time. It could get bad. Yeah. It could be 6. It could be 6, 7, 8. It could be an embarrassing one. It could legit, if they turn up and they're unsung, it's a wrap. It's just a keep the score down exercise. Because this could really get embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? And that. But yeah, Liverpool's defense we can get. We could score 2 goals and still lose embarrassing.
Yeah, someone needs to give me Salah's number. I need to call up that brother and I know my Arabic isn't the best, but I need to tell him, yo, finish this guy. Akhi, finish this guy,
See, and Eddie says it here. We have all these attacking options and he's worried about an injured Rashford being available. What is wrong with this dude? That tells you all you need to know. Saying dead leg, but if Ollie was smart, he wouldn't risk Rashford in such a big game that we are likely to lose anyway. It's like because you have your backup options are Paul Pogba and Jadon Sancho. They're your 2 backup options for Rashford. Pick one. Throw Martial in the mix. That's 3. Diallo 4. You have 4 fantastic options to pick from. And you still want to rush this man back, even though he's just come back from injury. Man's just had surgery. Whatever, man. All right. It's a wrap. But yeah, we are going to close out the show, people. We will be doing a watch-along for that game on Sunday. Check out the upcoming live stream section on the YouTube channel and the Twitch as well, because it lets you know all the shows that are coming up. But yeah, the ManDem United podcast is here and goes live every Tuesday, every Thursday, 5 p.m. people. We'll go to you, Ahmed, before we close out the show. Anything you want to add, anything you want to plug, etc., etc.
first and foremost, people, if you haven't liked the video, please like the video, subscribe to Sarcasm City TV, and if you want to become a member, there's a link at the top of the description to do so. Go subscribe to Ivorian's channel as well.
It's in the title, people.
Intelligent
Reggie
Brother,
Knight TV.
and in the title as well. You don't even have to do anything. Just click the link in the title. And if you want to follow me on Instagram at AhmedOMX, please. I think I'm at 82 followers, so
Yo, go
18 more
Ahmed,
and I'm at
man.
100.
Go follow Ahmed.
18 more and I'm at 100. That's going to be a milestone. So yeah, follow me if you want to.
Go follow me. Ivorian, always blessed having you on. I told you I would get you back. Get me very soon. Anything you want to add, plug before we leave?
Yes, guys. As always, remember to subscribe and smash the like button for this channel. As always, man. Always quality content, man. Guys, we are here giving you Afro-Caribbean, Asian content. You know, the urban content that you'll never get anywhere else, bro. So we're out here giving you entertainment for free. You know, for free. Paying is optional at the end of the day, but it is free content at the end of the day. But to support the channel, make sure you support the channel. Make sure you get that membership up as well. And as for me, subscribe to Red United TV. Go and watch my match reaction for the game against Atalanta, and also my last podcast, which was on Monday. Watch that as well. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, first of all, follow the official Instagram account of Red United TV, which is at Red United TV 1. Same on. And follow the TikTok, which is Red United TV. And if you want to follow me personally, Ivorian_Spice for the Instagram and also for the Twitter, guys. It's the same thing. But big ups to you, man, for tuning in. It's been a pleasure, and I love it when I'm here, man, because I can just be me, you know.
Yeah, man. That's what you hear, man.
Me.
Say what you want, fam. 100. That's what it is. Say what you want.
It's a safe space, brother.
Yeah, 100% say what you want.
We can get our frustrations out.
I don't shackle no one here. I say what you want, and like that's what it's here for. That's why you're here, because I know you have opinions and you're gonna give it in raw form as well. Like you ain't gonna sugarcoat it. That's why you're here. So
I'm not no Gary Neville. I'm your Jamie Carragher, saying the truth, fam. Sometimes I feel like Jamie Carragher is all he got is Gary Neville in disguise, but he don't. That's how I feel like sometimes when he speaks about Man United. It's like it's Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville.
Oh my days!
It's bad.
Yes,
it's
guys, this is what you get from my Ivorian Spice.
You would fully think so.
Yeah, you would fully think so, but it's great to see it turning. Like I said, we will be back for the Manchester United, Liverpool watch along. That's just the Manchester United related content, but there's content every day, people. Tonight we got the double header and the NBA watch along because we're doing regular season. So literally we're live every day. No word of a lie, every day on the Twitch, people.
And
go on.
And do not forget as well, Saturday, right? Pro clubs with me, Flawless, and the man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna set a time for that. I'm not sure what time. I'm legit after this show gonna put that in the group and set a time. So yeah, but pro clubs, have a look out for that, people. Yes, pro clubs 100% will be back over the weekend. FC. Yep, they will bring it back. So yeah, today. So what else we got today? So yes, NBA regular season watch along, that'll be on the Twitch. So we've got the double header. So it's the Hawks and the Hawks versus the Mavs, and Golden State versus the Clippers. So the Hawks and the Mavs, Golden State and the Clippers. 12:30 a.m. the first game will start. And Friday we're back on Mimi TV. So relegation watch alongside the Aston Villa watch along. Make sure you go subscribe and follow to Mimi TV, people. That's the sister network of Sarcasm City TV, people. So make sure you do that. Then Ballers at the Bridge as well, which is the Chelsea show on the channel. So Peter, Timo, Mo, and the gang will be back. That'll be 11:30 p.m. And then what else we got coming on as well? Saturday, there's watch alongs, like I said, Brighton versus Manchester City. That'll be on the Twitch Pro Clubs, which Ahmed mentioned. And then Sunday, you'll get the Manchester United Liverpool watch along, as well as the Q&A as well. But yeah, man, large up to everyone who's locked in. And ManDem United will be back next Tuesday, but we're here Tuesdays, Thursdays, 5 p.m. talking all things Manchester United. Don't forget also one last thing. This show and all the other shows on the channel, aside from the watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms. So if you want to listen while you're at work, while you're cleaning, while you're cooking, whatever, just type in Sarcasm City TV. The links for the SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes are underneath in the description, people. Well, yeah, man, big up to you lot, man. Much appreciated, man. Love to you lot. And this has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.